Krikoko, krikoko. Hello and welcome again to another episode of Critical Coffee Considerations. Today, another exploration of what you could do with the shafts that you get out of the roasting process. This time, I went for a chaff-topped brownie with a classical recipe. We'll go over the recipe at a later part. We'll get straight into tasting. So we have the El Salvador. That was the only bean that's actually left. To show you the roasting level. So it was kind of medium. And the chefs produced during this roast, I added on top of a normal brownie recipe I got from Jerry Mouse. He's a television cook, kind of a local famous person. Now, it kind of worked out nice. So of course, I brought this to the place where I work, I believe, and the colleagues had a taste. They really liked it. They did come for seconds. I mean, they left a little bit for me to take back home, but um, generally it got a good score. My parents also enjoyed it and recognized the coffee flavor that, of course, you get from using the chefs. So let's go through tasting. So this is actually the beans from which a chef was used on the brownie to kind of combine that together. I made my espresso with the flare, and this is what I call the overshot. So that's what you end up with at the end. It's kind of, I went for a ristretto, so it's just about 13 grams just to get that very concentrated flavor. But what can you do with the overshot? One option is just setting your palate. So this is not quite tasty, but it kind of resets your palate if you ate anything else or drank anything else before, and then you can just, you're really prepared to enjoy your shot. It's nice. It's a little bit cooler because for preparing this video, kind of had it cooling down a little bit. That's a little bit unfortunate, but now how does it go together with my chaff-topped brownie? The primary taste is, of course, chocolate. And to pick up the coffee notes, you should eat it without drinking the coffee with it, but it's kind of a nice combination. So my Nano roastery already has two products. We have the roasted beans, and then we have chaff-topped brownies. So how did I make them? With the recipe from Jerry Mouse. So you start out with having your regular bain marie. It was using, now let's peek a little bit to see. So I was using 100 grams of pure chocolate and 125 grams of butter. Then we were whisking 2 eggs to get them really foamy, having a lot of air. Then we weighed separately 150 grams of sugar. We combined that with 30 grams of flour for bakery, 40 grams of cacao, and just half a teaspoon of baking powder. And then yeah, in the end, that's how it ended up looking like just after wrapping that up. So again, we have kind of a nice way of using the shafts. You don't need to throw it away. The other option, I'll link that here, which you can see in a previous video where I used the shafts in a savory dish, basically just an omelette that I combined with some salmon and a croissant. My parents-in-law really enjoyed that one, so you have options to explore. So have fun cooking, roasting your own beans, experimenting, thinking, what can you do with what essentially is considered waste. Have fun experimenting. See you next time, and thanks for watching. Bye. As I was trying to prepare the chaff flour, because really at first I hope to get it into more of a flour quality to mix in with the other flour for the brownies. So I had to kind of try and mix it, as you can see here in the video, and that was quite a challenge. It's so light, and really that whole quantity on my scale, it only indicates 0 grams before and after this process. So let's have a look. Let's try and enjoy this dance of the chefs, as I call it.